I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Okay, pull your skirt down.
God.
Her price tag came out of her asshole.
Sweet taters.
The sweet taters.
Sweet taters.
The sweet taters.
And now it's time for the Sweet Potato Podcast featuring Matt and Theryn.
Hey, did you
My
see
photo?
that Boston
My
Rob
Sunday?
reposted our Boost and Rob skeleton?
Did he actually?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
It
Shut up.
might still be up, but the story might have expired, but I think you can check in the archive.
Oh, let me look at who follows Boston Rob. Oh my god, one of my coworkers follows Boston Rob.
You think he knows?
My coworker Vinny. I was talking to him. So my coworker Vinny,
Vinny the Lipinero!
Vinny from Agawam. He's from the Guam. And I saw he had a podcast called VinCon with his friend Connor, and they do sports. Shout out to VinCon.
Wait! Connor, he's in my mass comm. Yeah, I know Connor. And I already know about that podcast.
Well, they only do football.
Yeah.
You know Connor?
Yes,
I don't even
I know
Does he
Connor.
go to Western New England?
Yes. And it's
He does.
VidCom, and it's an
he's
AI.
a senior.
Yeah, it's an AI image of the podcast. Their logo's it's like cream beige white with text.
Oh my god, you do know VinCon. Well, so I was talking to Vinny, and we were talking, and I was like, Vinny, I saw you have a podcast, and then Ahmed was there, and he's like, Theryn has a podcast too, and Vinny's like, whoa, you have a podcast? That's so cool. What's it called? And I was like, oh, it's called the Sweet Potato Podcast. He's like, oh, what do you guys talk about? And I'm like, well, we talk about like general stuff, and then sometimes we do like reality TV stuff a lot. And he goes, you have a reality TV podcast? That's so cool. Like Survivor and Big Brother? And I was like, yeah, we talk about that. And he was
Wait.
like, oh my god, I love reality TV so much. And I was like, okay.
It's kind of hard to market it because I have coworkers who want to watch, but they're like, well, I don't watch Big Brother. And it's like, I understand that, but they find the reels funny, which is good because the reels are funny. Like you can watch the reels without
here's the thing
context
about
and
our
laughing.
podcast.
So, I
You know
think
who else doesn't watch reality TV that much?
you.
Me. And I'm the co-host of the show.
Here's the thing, though.
So-
I think you do, and the thing that we realize is that we can have parts of the episode that all people can watch, and then we also have episodes like the specials. We have a little bit of everything.
Well, usually, here's the thing, right? The specials are usually pretty much anyone can watch them. I would say a typical episode, if you're not interested in, we usually have a large segment at the end that's like the main event of the episode, and that is dedicated to talking about whatever reality show we're covering. So if you're not interested in that, just watch the first half of the episode.
And that's why we have things like timestamps.
It has general stuff. Also, shout out the purple.
Oh my
ape.
god, the purple ape.
I was the other day I was wearing this shirt, and my good pal Nick Deary came up to me and was like, yo, shout out the purple ape. And I was like, you've been to the purple ape? He's like, I always every time we go, I take
Hey.
a picture in that chair.
Shout out to the Gaudis and Gambinos. I haven't ridden in a taxi cab since 1976 when I was shot in the back of a
Shot
taxi.
by the
Cuomo.
Gaudis and the
Cuomo is,
Gambinos.
Cuomo is either killing Grammys or grabbing fannies. Okay, Curtis Sliwa. I don't know any policy from Curtis Sliwa. All I know is that he is from the Republican Party and he wears a red beret. But a part of me is like, you know what, King? I don't think he's the most progressive. I think Mandani is definitely very progressive in the sense of he's definitely more socialist. And then I think that Cuomo is a Democrat who still takes big money. He's a billionaire Democrat. And then there's
An
Curtis.
establishment.
There's Curtis Sliwa, who's the real New Yorker. You've seen his TikToks where he'll film homeless people. He'll be like, this is the streets of Cuomo's New York.
The funny thing is that this guy has run for office.
What's with the
every
beret?
single year since the 90s. Well, he did the what are they called, the Angels or whatever?
He just wants the streets.
The Guardian Angels. Do you know about the Guardian Angels?
No.
He like cleaned up the streets of New York when it was like in the 70s.
Oh, is that why
he founded like a? Yes, he founded like a militia group or whatever that like cleaned up the streets.
Is that why he films homeless people on the ground? Where
They
is it?
They just love him.
There's just a video of him in the subway, and he's like, "This is pathetic. People living on the streets. Look at this sick son of a bitch." Hold on. It's just I want to find. Oh, they say Curtis Sliwa won the debate.
Curtis Sliwa won that debate tonight.
I actually agree with Curtis on that.
I agree, by the way.
Now it's time, Andrew Cuomo. You're one and done. You lost the primary. You lost the debate to me. Make room for Zoran Mandami versus Curtis Sliwa the next debate. Let the people pick the winner. And you know after tonight, it's gonna be me.
You know what I like about him? He's like, this is like, we haven't, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen like kind of like a respectful,
Like conservative
political, no, no, like a respectful, a respectful back and forth between like two politicians running
Is
against
it
each
respectful?
Other. Like
Andrew Cuomo either killing grannies or grabbing fannies.
What I'm saying is that the political like race between Sliwa and Mamdani seems fairly respectful. Look at him.
You know, funny we talk about this now because when we put this episode out, it will be election day.
Oh, actually? Oh my god. Well,
So
everyone,
go vote.
remember,
Vote.
go out and vote, and whoever you vote for, you're still a fan of the Sweet Potato Podcast.
But I understand
You
your
don't have
point.
any-
Your point being is like it's
But yeah,
a respectful
like-
kind of like
It reminds me of like the Obama McCain
right. Oh, this is the good one.
thing.
This is
Where they like
okay.
fundamentally disagree, but they can like have like respectful debate. Andrew Cuomo is obviously a not respectful person.
Grabbing
and
fannies.
I don't really count
So
him.
was his brother also did he also do bad things? Chris Cuomo?
No. Chris
Then why does
Cuomo
he have a
was
show
the
with
CNN
Bill?
guy.
Yeah, but didn't he resign too? Wasn't he also sexually
Yeah.
assaulting? And then he has a show
Dude,
with Bill
okay,
O'Reilly now.
Can you pull up a... He's jacked, dude. Pull up a picture of Chris Cuomo.
Can we finish
He's
these?
Freaking... yes, and then pull up a picture of Chris Cuomo fishing. Just look up
Is
Chris
it like
Cuomo
RFK
fishing.
jacked or like what do we? Oh
No,
my
it's like-
god!
Right, dude? He's freaking jacked, dude. I guess
So-
like when you just like collect your freaking check because you're... Is he gay?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I misread the shirt.
Crack is whack, as Keith Theryn said. We got to give up the crack pipe. You know how difficult that is to do? And now we're going to get us some food and some water, something the city of New York and Eric Adams doesn't do, nor with Cuomo or Zoran Mandami. Big promises made, promises kept. Now this is in honor of my mother, Francesca, who went to Tilden like you did. What is your first name? So my mother went to Tilden, you went to Tilden, and this is a sandwich, okay?
It is like very like the fact that he like goes out into the streets is really like something that I haven't.
He's not allowed to wear the beanie though, or the beret when he's like at the debate stage. Let's get into some local news now.
Let's talk about something a bit more uplifting than.
So do
New
we
York
know about the
politics.
NoHoMando?
I know, but I don't know if the fans know.
So the NoHoMando is a character who goes around Northampton, Massachusetts, dressed up as the Mandalorian. We'll just...
Hello, today is Monday, October 20th, 2025. It is day 190. I had to take a day off yesterday. I was really exhausted from Saturday from the No Kings rally. I wore the suit and helmet for almost 8 hours. The only time I've really ever worn it that long was Halloween and New Year's, and it's exhausting. I took a lot of photos with people. If we took a photo together at the No Kings protest in Northampton, please send me the photos. I would really appreciate it. Took a lot of photos with people. Made a lot of people smile and laugh. I've already been sent a lot of great photos of me, some that I took with people, some that people in the crowd.
We get it. We get the content, right?
We
I want
to see him like out.
So this is him out in the streets.
He goes out in the streets as the Mandalorian.
You know where this is too.
Flicks up.
You know where this is? Right here. This is like that corner of this street right here is a street that had the coffee shop that we used to go to. But the coffee shop would like be down here where the Starbucks used to be.
Oh, yeah. Good times, good memories.
He basically like does this stuff, right? So
yeah,
this is from the No Kings protest. Oh, the music can't be played due to licensing. Well, whatever. Well, my point being is the NoHoMando was put in the hospital. So unfortunately, he's been out a few days. He got hurt. And it's very unfortunate. So it's Cooley Dickinson.
The video is getting copyright flagged for that 5 seconds.
Hopefully he'll be back for Halloween. Anyways,
Was
then
he back for
posted
Halloween? It was
this
Halloween
that was like
yesterday.
basically like, if you see my last post for the NoHoMando, things are not good. Very soon I may have to take drastic actions. I hope I am not forced to go down that path.
Wait, what?
So now he's recovering and healing. He'll be back in downtown Northampton soon, making people smile and laugh. That was 4 days ago. He's very close to being fully recovered. Now, I would like to know what happened. So he went home 2 days ago.
What is the drastic measures?
Who likes and shares my content? It's a post about me going to the ER. It got 300 likes and 300 shares. And he's looking to sell 4 tickets and a parking pass to the Matt Rife show at TD Garden. So if you're interested. But this was him Halloween. Halloween. Just one picture.
So he made it back into the streets for Halloween.
So we're going to keep up with the Northampton. So this was.
Come on. Come on.
Those are his pins.
Come on, hold it like you mean it. Come on.
How do I feel about that captain?
Ooh. Yep, watch it. Watch the beat like that. Ooh, good. So try to stand up and use more shoulders, you know what I mean? Like, my friend's changing here. So mine's in color shade, see how it's...
Yeah.
You want the purple? You want to swap?
No, I'm
Okay.
fine with this. I'm just pretending.
Come at me.
Okay, wow. This just feels so personal.
I shouldn't be watching it. I feel like I should.
Why is it still going?
So basically, what we're gonna do?
What is that first video?
Oh, it's just no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Doesn't matter who is under the helmet. I could be anyone. Your cousin, your uncle, someone you might have met.
Definitely not my cousin or my uncle.
Could it be?
I don't have an uncle, so.
But you might not know he's your uncle.
Yeah, you might be right.
Your mom might have not told you about a secret brother who dresses up as the Mandalorian in Northampton.
Dresses up as the Mandalorian and walks around Northampton? You know what? Maybe.
So...
Well, that was interesting. Shout out to the NoHoMando, I guess.
Basically, we're gonna keep in touch. We're gonna, make sure he's okay. Because I don't want anything.
Well, he seems like he recovered. I think he's okay.
So with that, do you have anything else to add? Anything going on?
Man, you know what? I will say, the other day went to see a movie.
Oh, we need to talk about the Allison Williams film.
I went to see...
Spoiler review, right?
Regretting You. spoiler. This is a spoiler review.
Okay, can you give me like a kind of like a short PowerPoint?
like a debrief?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little debrief. So the movie starts off and it is these 4 high schoolers. You have mom from M3.
Yeah, Allison Williams, yeah.
Well, I'm going to call her Megan Mom. Her sister. Megan Mom's boyfriend, who's like this tough kind of like frat Ferta boy. And then the non-blacklisted Franco, the other Franco.
Dave.
And the other Franco, Dave Franco?
Mm-hmm.
The other Franco is best friends with like Megan Mom's boyfriend and is dating her sister. So they sort of have like a double, it's like the 2 sisters are dating the 2 best friends. And Megan Mom's boyfriend is like, yo, let's go play Pong, bro. And Megan Mom doesn't want to, and her sister goes. And you can tell that like they're like the rambunctious party ones. And Franco and Megan Mom are like the more reserved ones. And there's this like moment of like, are we with the wrong people? But Megan Mom is like, looks at Franco and is like, I'm pregnant with my boyfriend's child. So flash forward 17 years. Megan Mom has blonde daughter.
Isn't blonde daughter in things that I've seen? Like I've recognized blonde daughter from like stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah, she's in stuff. So Megan Mom has blonde daughter and is married to high school boyfriend, Ferta frat guy. And other sister, Megan Mom's sister, she broke up with Franco, but they just got back together and she had a kid with him. So she has a baby now. And they're just dating, they're not like engaged, but they do have a kid, Franco and Megan Mom's sister. So they're like hanging out and whatever. They like come over and they're spending some time there because she's on her maternity leave for the baby she just had. And the girl, the blonde daughter, is really close with her aunt, and she meets this guy, and it's Mason Thames. I don't remember what the name of his character was, but Mason Thames. He's like the new Timothy Chalamet.
The new Jack Skellington.
The new Jack Skellington.
Remember Jill called him Jack Skellington last episode?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Because it's a snarky broski. Something snarky broski would say.
It's
from
he's
the
like the new,
snark. It's from the snark. Shut up, AB. Block him and ban him.
He's like the new
Ethan Klein. The female succubus is listening. Ethan Klein.
Kaya. Yeah. So she meets Mason Thames, and he's like, I'm like the tough kid, but he's so like cool, and he's just like in touch with his feelings.
Is he in any country?
He's like popular. He's like the most popular like hot boy in school, but he's also like really into film and is like a freaking nerd. So it doesn't really make any sense.
Nerd.
And she's like, I guess like an actress, and she's like, I want to go to film school, and he also wants to go to film school, and she like drives past him and he's moving a sign for some stupid reason that isn't really important. And then she's like, you're moving a sign, let me give you a ride. And then she like gives him a ride, and then he's like, and then his girlfriend calls him and he's like, yeah, some guy gave me a ride. And then they go back to his house and she meets his grandpa, who's played by Mr. Krabs.
Wait, actually?
Mr. Krabs, yeah, and Mr. Krabs' grandpa is like, argh.
Does he talk like Mr. Krabs?
No, but he's like smoking and he's like, when I die, you're gonna inherit my heir. And Mason Thames is like, all right, grandpa, no one wants your freaking heir, dude. And then she leaves, and then she's like telling her, she calls her aunt, and which is Megan Mom's sister, and I'll just call her aunt because it's easier. So aunt is on the phone, and Megan Mom is there, and the blonde girl is like, oh, aunt, are you like, is my mom around? And her aunt's like, no. Even though she is. And then blonde girl is like, oh, there's this guy, he's so cute, he's the cutest boy at school and I like him so much, but like he already has a boyfriend, or he already has a girlfriend, and like I just don't know if I can. And then they're all like opposed to it, and then her dad finds out, and her dad is like, his dad was a freaking drug dealer, and he's serving a life sentence for drugs. But then Other Franco is like, well, he's one of my students, because Other Franco is also an English teacher, and he's like, well, he's one of my students, and he's a good kid. But they're like, we don't approve of this Mason Thames guy. So then, the next day at school, Aunt goes back to work from her maternity leave, and she also works at the same place as...
This is a long recap. This is like...
Glenn...
This
as,
is a PowerPoint.
we'll call him Glenn Powell. I know it's not Glenn Powell, but she works at the same place as Glenn Powell.
Fucking hate
and so,
Glenn Powell.
Blonde girl... It's not actually Glenn Powell, but the husband of Megan Mom. And so blonde girl is like, Auntie, like, I want to be like, I like him, but he has a girlfriend. And her aunt's like, trust me, you don't want to be the other woman. And she's like, blonde girl's like, oh my god, what do you mean the other woman? Or when were you the other woman? You have to tell me. No response. Suddenly, call. Megan Mom, your husband's been in a car accident. So she rushes in. She's like, "Oh my god, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Like, my sister works here." And then Franco rushes in, and he's like, "No, they told me that your sister was in a car accident." And then they realize he was getting roadhead and driving,
Wait, actually?
and he drove off the road.
Is
and
that
frickin'
canon?
They both died.
Is that canon?
I mean, it's implied. It's not confirmed.
So-
but they were in the car
And then,
together.
from what I understand, it's just like a romance movie between Franco and
then,
Allison Williams.
So
and the
yeah,
two
so
kids.
then it's
Yeah.
like blonde girl is like falling in love with Mason Thames, and their plot is basically like,
Wait,
oh,
don't
they
they
like each other.
flirt at the funeral?
Yeah, at the funeral he's there, and then she's like, I want to go run away, and he's like, then let's run away together. And then they like start dating, and they like go to the movies and stuff. And then it turns out that he promposes to her, and he has been filming her for 2 years without her knowing. And he uses the footage of him for 2 years going like, I like this girl a lot. I'm going to go to prom with you.
Oh, no.
And like he makes that into the promposal.
No.
And she's like, that's so romantic.
No.
And
I'm like Meredith from last season. You're filming us? You
and then they
can
find
leave.
And then they find out that when his grandpa says that he's going to inherit his heir, he owns land rights to air in like New York, like Long
kidding
Island, that's worth like millions of dollars.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, and then once they find out that the affair, so that's like her storyline, and then the adult storyline, Megan Mom and Franco, it turns out that there was this like moment when they were like chilling in the pool, and he like Franco looked at her and was like, do you ever think we picked wrong? And then like it turns out that the baby, Franco's kid, was actually
Allison Williams' baby?
No.
Oh.
It was the dad. It was her husband, Megan Mom's husband, and her sister's kid. The sister had a kid with Megan Mom's husband, and then used Franco to cover it up.
What?
Yeah.
That's a fucked up movie.
He has the baby. He's like, this is not my baby. Whenever I look in his eyes, I see fucking Glenn Powell's face. That's not my baby. But then they end up and then they find like all these love letters between the two of them. And then Franco and Megan Mom's talking, and there's like this big like $1,000 art piece that her aunt got for Megan Mom's husband, and she was like, he wouldn't like this, and the sister was like, you just don't know him like I do. And they're talking about how like the affair was so obvious but they couldn't see it, and then they end up getting together, Franco and Megan Mom, and that's the movie. But the real important part about this movie is the fact that there are several Real Housewives of Salt Lake City moments.
Right.
There is a moment when Megan Mom is on the couch and she is watching a scene where Heather Gay is talking about the different like levels of Mormon heaven.
Oh my god.
And then they have the other scene, and it's the confrontation scene. She's watching the season 4 finale. What is it specific? It's
receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
It is the specific scene that they play is it shows Megan Mom, and she's watching Heather Gay say, receipts, timeline, fucking everything. They have that exact clip in the movie, and then when the blonde daughter crashes out, she's like, you went from being a predictable," because she sees Megan Mom and James Franco kissing.
Yeah.
Or other Franco kissing, and she goes, "Oh, so you don't want to be predictable mom anymore. Now you're trying to be some real housewife."
Oh, I love that.
They also it's really unfortunate because the two that died were the breadwinners in both families.
Right. So now they're
So
poor.
the sister and the husband both worked at the hospital as doctors and stuff. And Megan Mom is a stay-at-home mom.
Not good.
And Franco is an English teacher.
Yeah. So they're fucked.
At a high school.
They're fucked.
So, and they have this huge house with
I saw the
really high property tax. They have a mansion. So they're cooked.
My God.
And they have to raise this kid now.
What would you give the movie?
It's neither of theirs. That's the other thing. That kid that they're raising is neither of theirs. It's the two people that died in the car.
Crazy.
It's both of their kids. That is crazy.
What would
but
you
it's
give?
The girl's half sister.
What would you give the film?
Like a 4.
Oh, that's good. That's high.
I really was not. Was really not interested. The blonde girl storyline was not interesting. The adult storyline was. But
yeah.
I considered. Me and my friend were talking about just leaving and going to see Roofman Next Door.
Roofman was so good.
Was it? Should we have left regretting you to see Roofman?
Who'd you go with?
My sweet.
Oh, all of them? I think you guys would have enjoyed Roofman more. Yeah, it was good. Anyways, let's take a break and we'll be right back with some couch potato, OC, and Salt Lake City.
Ah, yeah! Go, Trump, go! I got a Trump hat!
Hold on, there's probably one that says Biden in there.
Oh, yeah, Biden, no.
And we're back from.
And we're back.
And we're back. Let's talk a little bit about.
Fire. Heal.
I want to focus our time on Salt Lake City because this
Okay,
episode of OC was just not the best. Let's talk a little bit about this finale because the finale was kind of annoying. So we haven't talked about OC since Amsterdam, but it's still been bad. So I want to take this time to talk about overall our thoughts on this finale. Do we think that Gretchen...
They're playing the theme song.
There's Real Housewives of Orange County music!
This is the music. Do you hear the drums?
Do you like Shannon?
She's funny. I like Shannon. Shannon
George
Bador.
And Alexis doesn't know what's going on! Let's start with Heather Dubrow. Heather Dubrow had a very... Unfortunately, fire her. She had a very boring season, but I think she had a good finale.
She's boring. But honestly, there's more people that are more boring that deserve to be fired more. So
I like Heather defended her kids. She stood up for what she believed in. She spread her father's ashes. Heather Dubrow defended her kids, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's respectable.
How do we feel about
respectable endeavor?
Tamra Grudge.
Well, here's the thing about Tamra. So at the end of the show, we get a little bit of an insight from who I believe is up and Adam.
Allegedly.
That someone essentially
allegedly in Minecraft.
Shannon, Gina, and Jen.
Yeah.
That Tamra has been leaking to bloggers, and I'm just gonna say it. That was definitely up and Adam. Like, he's for sure the freaking guy who they were talking to.
Do you find it weird that they censored The Voice? Because we've been so open about talking about bloggers this year. But when it comes to this man with information, why are we censoring The Voice?
Because I think it's a person of power. I think it's Adam.
Yeah. Do you think it's a person of power, or do you think it's someone's husband? Is that not something that Slade Slimy would do?
No, they would not. No, because that doesn't make sense. Because it's someone who wouldn't have known what was going on during filming.
Yeah, but do you think it's just bullshit?
No, I don't think it's bullshit. I don't think they would have been acting like that if it was like what like
part of me
seems
like it's tit for tat. Maybe it's Gretchen doing her last ditch effort going back at Tamra.
I think it's up and Adam, and I think Tamra genuinely leaked that stuff.
I mean, they all do too. I mean, Lisa Vanderpump leaked that story to Radar Online. We all know.
Here's the thing. Hey, let's not talk about that. Here's the thing. I think that there's one of two things. I do think that they were talking to an actual blogger. I think it's up and Adam. I think either Tamara genuinely leaked that stuff, or Gretchen leaked it and is working with the blogger to take Tamara down and frame it as Tamara leaked that stuff when it was actually Gretchen. However, there was stuff that only Tamara could have known that Gretchen shouldn't have known. Specifically the Tamara Katie stuff.
The Tamara Katie meetup.
Gretchen would not have known that.
I mean,
how would she have known
wouldn't
that?
have known
Tamara
what
wouldn't have told her
and stuff, but like
Gretchen,
Tamara did know that Tamara met up with her, because that's why they had that argument at the cowboy bar.
Yeah, but there was like specific time and place that seems like only Tamara could have known that.
Yeah,
which makes me think it was actually Tamara who leaked it.
Overall, Tamara had a
good season. I still think she's a great villain. I think she's a great villain.
She'd be great on House of Villains.
She would be great on House of Villains. I know someone else who would absolutely needs to go on House of Villains that we'll talk about soon.
Kelly Dodd?
No.
I was thinking Kelly Dodd.
I'm thinking of someone not from OC, but from the next show we're going to talk about.
Oh. Yeah.
Absolute freaking evil person. Now let's continue.
Oh God. None of it's true. They were denied. Deny, Whitney. There goes the liar lying again.
All right, hold on. We can't start talking about Salt Lake yet because then I'm gonna get too invested.
It's so good. Shannon Bedore had a much better season, I think.
She's funny. She's fun. She's funny.
And I think there is like a call for Shannon to be fired or demoted, but I do think that Shannon, at part, it like is kind of the heart of the show. I think if Shannon apologizes to Katie, and they make up, she can be good. I don't think she wants to move on with Tamara at all. Not once.
That's understandable.
The whole, like, there was a storyline in Amsterdam, basically, where, like, Shannon threw Jen a bridal shower, and basically Gina was like, that's weird. And then Jen was like, yeah, it definitely was more of a party for Shannon and less of me. And then it got back to Shannon, and then Gretchen was like, and then Gina was saying like, yeah, like, I'm going through one of the hardest times of my life, and me and Travis just moved in again, and I didn't get a party, Shannon. And it's like, what the fuck? It's Gina's the problem, you know?
Okay, well, I don't know if I agree with that, but...
Emily Simpson.
Fire her. I close my eyes whenever she comes on screen.
I don't know if I love the storyline about the kids. Jen Petrenti had a weird season for me.
Yeah. I just feel like she is like secondary to Gretchen.
Yeah.
And I feel like Gretchen should be the housewife, and
Jen should have, because I don't think she deserves it now after her flop of a season.
Gretchen did not have a flop of a season.
I think she had a flop of a season.
She was like the freaking main drama point for
correct,
majority
but
of everything that happened.
I don't think she had a great comeback.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know?
No, I think if she was a flop, she wouldn't have done anything. She made a lot of the season.
Alexis! Let's talk about Katie Janela. I wanted to see more.
Mr. Girl.
What's the girl?
It's just unfortunate.
What's the?
I think.
Did you see she commented?
I think Emily. No.
She commented on one of our posts going, "What's the?" Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think she I really think that Emily like set that whole thing up just to take her down.
I truly believe that.
That's just unfortunate because I think she definitely lies too much, but like overall,
Gina,
I don't think she's awful. Gina is okay. I don't have a problem with Gina. I think she's like kind of acts as like a decent enough mediator between things.
Do you think
like you gotta have people like Gina?
Do you think she was right in the thing all about like how she felt set up by Tamara to bring up the transphobia?
I don't really know.
Right.
Like I just don't really know.
At the end of the day, like you chose to bring it up.
Yeah.
What do you think about Gretchers as we end this?
Gretchers. You got a milkshake there?
Gretchers.
I think that she is like also a really good villain, and I feel like her and Tamara are like Godzilla versus King Kong.
Imagine they came together. Imagine their reign of terror.
That would be actually really bad because they would just like bully everyone off the show. But I do think that Gretchen should have come back as a housewife, considering I think she had more involvement in the drama and more screen time than at least half of the cast.
Right.
She was heavily involved, more so than Gina, Emily, in the drama more than Shannon.
Yeah.
Katie.
Well, that's the thing with
Jen.
Katie is like we were down a housewife.
It's not Katie's fault. We were down a housewife for a majority of it, but when Katie was there, I think she was more involved. But after she left,
Obviously,
Katie
she didn't film.
and Gina were pretty much equally, yeah. And Heather. So the only people that I think were more like involved in the drama and getting more screen time than Gretchen was Tamra, and
I agree.
I think I literally named every single other person on the show.
You did.
Than Tamra.
Well,
So,
other than Archie. Archie Bador.
yeah, OC overall. That's my final thoughts on the OC.
Well,
I think the
it is
season kind
not
of
your
fell off.
final thoughts because we still have a reunion.
Well, we saw a reunion.
I'm excited for
I
the
will
reunion.
say though, I am too. I think the season fell off a little bit. I don't know if it's because I got busy with other stuff and another show that's much better,
No,
if it's just because
it did.
like it did just kind of drop, especially when Katie left. It just like the show definitely took a hit. And
for sure.
became a little less interesting.
So
But overall, we'll see the reunion.
let's
I
talk
think will
about
be good.
something very interesting. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Tell you, this show is doing something that these other shows just don't do. So
That's be interesting.
we have to talk about the Soup Man.
Let me say, firstly, I will say that this season, as of now, there is not a single cast member that isn't bringing something. And I know
Because normally Whitney doesn't.
Heather Gay is like,
Okay, I was like
But
not
she's-
feeling Heather Gay until that Below Deck ep, and I was like, okay, Heather Gay's
Right?
kind of back. I was
And
like, Heather Gay's back.
speaking of Whitney, tell me why this season Whitney is like low key like up there, as,
Right.
like
Right?
low key might be
Right?
my favorite. Like
She's so good this year. Like
obviously
she needed
obviously
to fail.
I like Mary.
Is she finally
but,
healed?
like-
Is this the peak of the healing journey?
Like genuinely, this is not the same person.
No.
This cannot be the same person because I have in every previous season I've watched, Whitney has been genuinely the most boring and uninteresting human being I've ever seen. And I was like, why is she still a cast member? And I watched this season and she's like I would put, if I'm like building like my top tier, Mary is like at the top just because of like how funny she is.
Right.
And then is easily Whitney and Angie K and Bronwyn.
Can we talk about Bronwyn is a fabulous newbie. Like, crack the code on how to be a newbie. Like, Bronwyn fits so well in this program that you would have thought she was there from the beginning.
This is her second, right?
Yeah,
her second
only
season?
her second season. You would have thought she's been there from the beginning. But Salt Lake's so good with that, because remember how good Monica was? I mean,
Yeah,
Monica
she was a one season.
Garcia.
She was genuinely, like, in a non-sarcastic way, a one season wonder.
Yeah.
Like, she was a freaking wonder, bro.
Like, the way
But no,
Monica
it's-
would just gather Lisa Barlow.
Whitney this season has been so good. And like I feel, and part of the thing that makes me like Whitney more, there's been a few things. We'll talk about this. I'm not a huge fan of how Angie K has handled the Lisa Barlow situation. Totally. It's giving.
You do French fries, I do franchise.
It was funny, but like especially in this most recent episode,
The Soup
it
Man?
started to make me feel like a bit. It felt a bit Jersey. It felt a little bit like
Yeah.
Melissa Gorga Teresa.
Yeah.
And it got like personal, but like Bronwyn and Whitney like stepped in, and I have agreed with every single point Whitney has had.
What about when Bronwyn's crying and she's like, God just got, because they have a psychic and the psychic's like reading them, and the psychic's like, yeah, your dad died and your mom's gonna have a health issue, and she comes back to the table crying, and Angie's just screaming, I'm yelling about Electra's toy horse, like, What about the part of the
And the
episode?
horse, the injured horse.
It gets injured. It's Electra's toy.
Yeah.
What about when Angie K is grabbing the box of miscellaneous goods, the Tupperware? She put like the Rubbermaid bin she put under there, and she's like interrupting someone's reading. I was like, oh my god.
I believe it was Meredith's.
Meredith. Why did Meredith dress like a giant coronavirus?
I don't know. Do you remember when? Okay, how about when frickin' Whitney's getting her reading, and the person's like, "There's one friend that you just need to cut out," and then Lisa Barlow
walks in
and goes, "I." Like,
I mean, come on, like you can't even make this shit up. Like,
so let's just do a quick debrief so everyone isn't lost here.
Let's do a quick debrief. Yeah.
We get this whole episode. Whitney is having like a wine tasting thing, and she brings a psychic, and it basically just devolves into Angie K and Lisa Barlow seeing who can give the lower blow.
Low blow, Renna.
It just gets like
that's one of my stims. That's one of my stims. Low blow, Renna.
Low blow, Renna.
You know what that's from, right? That's Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Low blow. I would be jumping across the table.
People doing that was people doing coke in your bathroom, right?
People doing coke in your bathroom. You think my babies live in a coke den? No, you know what else that episode is too? What? Eileen, don't talk about my son. Don't talk about my motherfucking son. Oh, don't talk about my son. He's a cop and could die, Eileen. Serving the motherfucking streets. What do you do, Eileen?
I would be jumping across the table.
Low blow, Renna. I low blowed.
Okay, I will say
she low blowed. I low blowed back.
When does Vanderpump leave? Is that 9?
9. Yeah.
9. Seasons 5 to 9 of Beverly Hills.
Top tier.
And Salt Lake City.
I would throw in.
Those are the.
I would throw in that era of Dorinda and Bethany when like Dorinda and Bethany come back, or like Dorinda starts up until Dorinda leaves. No,
I could never get into New York though. I could just never get into New York. It just wasn't interesting.
No,
to me.
it's so good. I would throw that in there. I just
couldn't.
As someone who's
I just don't like them.
I love Dorinda.
They're just not interesting. Even Dorinda. I can't stand Dorinda. I hate Dorinda.
I love Ultimate Trip.
I'm so mad she's on Traitors again. I hope she gets killed first.
You'll love her.
I really hope she gets killed first.
Ultimate Trip 2, Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills. It's like some top tier TV. So basically Lisa Barlow and Angie K are just like, literally it's a low blow battle.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a conversation
bad,
about how like Angie K is basically like saying that she's gonna tug her ears so far back, and then Lisa Barlow's like, but I have
she calls her facelift.
I have 16 threads on my hair, Angie. Angie, you don't even know.
She has a facelift.
It is a new.
And
face.
they start coming, and then she's like, do you know who my best friend is? Lisa Barlow, like, do you know who my best friend is? And Angie K's like,
well, we'll call the president of Kerastase right now and see what he has to say.
Okay, that's not necessary.
What about the Soup Man? Well, who's paying for your things? The Soup Man? Like what? Now we know she meant the suit man, but she for sure said soup.
She said soup man. What do you mean she meant the soup man?
Well, who knows? It's just lying. Angie K starts this off by throwing her credit cards at Lisa Barlow.
Credit cards,
her black cards.
Amex credit cards.
And then like somehow
she's throwing them out, and Brittany's like, "I'm gonna keep this one." She puts it in her top.
What about Brittany looking up the real estate, being like offended that Angie K didn't ask her to?
That was another thing. Brittany is genuinely so stupid. Like I don't know,
such a
like
character,
if she like has. She's like the dumbest. I actually really find her entertaining, but you know what my favorite thing about the show is?
Yeah,
Brittany gets made fun of constantly. They literally just say like I think they're so fed up with how stupid she is that they just say mean stuff directly to her face all the time.
Yeah, like in the premiere, remember they were like, Mary Cosby says something funny like, maybe we should just drop her off. Oh, it was like they're in the RV and Brittany's like, oh, we're going by my house, and Mary Cosby goes, we should just drop her off. There's some people that I'm just never gonna like.
After Brittany's reading, she comes to get Bronwyn, and Bronwyn's like in the middle of it, like they're all like yelling at each other, and Bronwyn's like, she looks at Brittany, she's like, oh my god, I've never been happier to see Brittany before.
So
and she
funny.
says it right in front of her.
We'll talk about it, but them having to room together on the yacht is awesome.
Oh my god, I know. But yeah, so anyway, they just, it keeps getting worse, and then Angie K like brings out this whole Tupperware she brought of all of Lisa Barlow's gifts.
Oh my god, the unopened Vita tequila that Bronwyn was holding up to show the camera that it was never opened. I don't know if you remember this, but in season 4, Mary Cosby comes back and they're reading like her text messages and they're being like trying to establish Mary as a character again. And Lisa Barlow read like this hate message that Mary texted her when she got fired, and it was basically something like, "And no one wants to drink your nasty tequila." It probably is gross because you notice how none of them drink it except her.
Yeah.
Vita Tequila's a money trafficking scheme.
Yeah, so they that's pretty much, I mean, that's like really it. They just keep like fighting and they get like pulled away, and then Mary Cosby
we do have to talk about the accusation of the man paying for Lisa Barlow's things and her hiding it from John Barlow. Like that's like Angie K's main thing is like these lawsuits. There is a thing in these lawsuits saying that you did not tell John that this man is paying for your credit card. Yeah. And that's kind of why she showed the credit cards being like, I paid for this, I paid for that, I have all these cards in my name.
Lisa Barlow said that Angie K had someone else pay for her vacation to Greece on a credit card, and then she paid it back with a check.
Correct.
But yeah, it's sort of a weird thing. It just keeps getting worse. There's no resolution. Whitney like keeps telling them to shut the fuck up. That's really funny, dude. Whitney is like trying to like mediate, and she's like yelling at Lisa, and Angie K's like, "Yeah, Lisa, you blah blah blah." And Whitney looks at her and goes, "Angie, stop fucking talking."
Yeah, because Angie didn't hold back, and then Mary tries to calm her down, and they get into a little tiff.
And Angie starts like crashing out on everyone, and Mary gets so pissed, and she's like, "I'm done." And she leaves.
So let's kind of transfer into the next ep, which was pretty much like
next episode is
like a recap. It was like a Salt Lake recap.
The next episode felt like it was sort of just like after everything that's happening, like where is everyone? Like how is everyone doing? It was a lot of like one-on-ones. There was no big group thing. It was all just like some personal storylines. Like we got to see Brittany and her daughter and stuff like that, and then also like there were some meetings between people. We saw some Bronwyn scenes.
So
we find out about.
Can we talk about Bronwyn really quick? Can we talk about the whole? I'm gonna get an ice cream sundae, Todd. Oh my god, Todd! And because you know how much I love the cherry Todd. And then Todd's like, "Yep."
And then he eats the cherry.
What about? So how was New York, Todd? It was good. I don't know why you film with these ladies when they all fucking hate you. Lisa Barlow's a dumb bitch. Like, he's like...
I mean, he's not wrong.
Intense, this guy.
I mean, he's just defensive over his girl.
He's very defensive over his girl.
But, there isn't, like, anything super major. Angie K and Mary have, like, a meeting where they, like, make up.
You made fun of me farting. You blamed it on the dog. And you think I'm okay with that?
She's so funny. She's genuinely mad that
the start of the Heather Gay Lisa Barlow rivalry. They get into an argument at this like clothing store.
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow's paying it all cash. Suspicious.
Let's talk about the ending of episode 6 real quick. 6, right? Yeah.
Right.
So
the ending of episode 6.
The ending is Bronwyn talking with John.
Todd.
Sorry, John is Lisa's husband.
John Barlow.
Todd. Bronwyn and Todd are talking, and essentially they are talking about some nasty rumors that have come out.
Some would say
accusations that have come out.
And nastiness about her.
So essentially, there are some headlines that. Did we talk about these headlines when they came out?
No.
You didn't? Okay. Some headlines came out basically saying that Bronwyn was being charged with like fraud and Grand Theft Auto, and so she is basically saying that like what the people are saying is that she was charged with an eviction notice, and that she was charged with Grand Theft Auto and identity theft and fraud.
Yeah.
And what she basically says is that she was served an eviction notice when she was at BYU, Brigham Young University, she moved to California to have her baby, and she didn't pay like her last like month of rent.
Yeah.
And so she was evicted for that. And then she also said that the other thing, like all the accusations about the theft and stuff like that. So essentially, she said when she was younger, like a while ago, she was working at a company.
Yes.
And there was some kind of case involving that company, which she legally cannot talk about.
But she
because
like
it was a dismissed
cooperated with the authorities, and then it got.
So she cooperated with the authorities in the I guess you would say the prosecution or the charging of another individual who like was involved also in that company. And the case was dismissed, but because it was sealed and dismissed, there's no information about it.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is attached to it still, and it doesn't say the specifics of the case, it just says what the charges were. And under that title, like the specific title charge, has different things that fall under it, and Grand Theft Auto is one of the things that falls under that title. So that is where that came from. However, it just... like, it was dismissed, and it just finally, like, the charges finally went through in, like, 2021 or something like that. And so, because of that, that's why it, like, looks as though it, like, was actually from recently, but it wasn't.
So, with the episode ends with that, and it's kind of ending with, like, the whole, is Bronwyn gonna go to the trip? Well,
Yes.
We start, dare I say, the greatest episode of Salt Lake City of all time. In my opinion. It's up there.
Better than season 4 finale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Season 4 finale is pretty crazy.
Awesome. It's top 5 of all. It's top 5.
But this is definitely an amazing episode.
Also, Andy Cohen said that like the next span of 5 episodes of Salt Lake City are the greatest television he's ever seen in his life.
Oh boy.
And I guess it ends with like them going to Mary's reopening of the church, and just like shit goes down. It's awesome.
Let's talk about
the below deck down under and Salt Lake City crossover episode. My name's Kat and Jason. I don't know anything about below deck.
They all meet up. They all meet up at the plane. They're gonna go fly. Bronwyn's not there. She is meeting them separately. She couldn't make her flight, and she's meeting them separately.
Correct.
They get on the plane. They fly out. They get to the boat. They all load up on the boat.
Greeted by Captain Jason and Chef Ben.
Yep, Heather.
Do you remember Chef Ben from House of Villains? He was on the House of Villains season 1 finale when they had to eat the food. Do you remember?
Oh my god, that was him.
Chef Ben, yeah. And Chef Ben and Kate had like a little fling. Kate Chastain.
Oh.
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh my god,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Below deck lore.
No, yeah. So they get there. Apparently, Heather and Whitney are friends with Captain Jason. Yeah. And according to Heather, her and Captain Jason fucked around.
Right? Isn't that implied?
Yeah, she says that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And then during a confessional, she's like, I didn't. You can't put that in the episode. Like, I can't believe I said that.
Fucking crazy.
But
they get on the boat, and there's like this thing about every time Brittany mentions Jared, Meredith's gonna pour water on you.
One thing, here's another thing. So that we didn't really talk about during Whitney's dinner. But Jared got brought up. Brittany's like, oh my god, Jared's calling me. I need to pick up. And they're like, I thought you were taking a 30-day break from Jared. And she was like, yeah, but then like, So she answers the phone assigned to Jared. And Bronwyn takes the phone and goes, sorry, Brittany's giving you up for Lent.
Oh my god,
in 30 days.
So
and then
funny.
hangs up the phone. And so Brittany says she's officially on a 30-day break from Jared, which started when they got to the boat, because apparently she was moving her stuff out of his house, and then they
I'm not really even sure what, like, it's genuinely confusing because there's just blurred lines. So there's this thing, every time you say Jared, water will be poured on you, and Meredith like pours water on her, they pour a pitcher on her, but it's like fun. There's fun.
Yeah,
but that's when I noticed the crew from Below Deck, they were like, oh, these women are crazy. They started unpacking their suitcases, and someone packed a giant cucumber.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that? It was definitely Whitney.
No.
You think it was Heather?
Yeah. No, it was.
Angie K is seasick. So there are
NGK
multiple
is out for the
instances
trip.
where she basically just starts vomiting, and if
They
NGK
literally
is out,
show her vomiting through her hands.
if NGK's out, that means Meredith's out. So if there's scenes in this episode where they're not at dinners, it's because they're eating in their room.
They're in their room because Mary is a great friend, and she stays with her best friend.
That's awesome.
Which is awesome. I like how fast they made up. That's really nice.
Oh, I love it. It was awesome. And then they're making their list. Don Perignon 2003. Don Perignon 2003.
I will also say, one thing that I thought was really nice was Bronwyn was very upset because no one texted her after the allegations, except for Mary. Mary was the only person who texted her.
Yeah. So they get on the boat. Bronwyn gets there on a little, is it called a dinghy? A little
dinghy. Yeah, a little dinghy.
And basically they're having lunch, and the Bronwyn stuff gets brought up, and Bronwyn's like, yeah, these charges were against me. She basically explained everything you were explaining. Yeah. And she goes, and, basically I think that there's someone from this group who probably leaked the information. And then Lisa Barlow goes, well, it wasn't me. God, don't say it was me, because I would never have done that. I don't think any of us would have ever done that. And if you ever dare say it was me, because I would never do that to you, Bronwyn. I don't know why you ever think I'd do that. And it's like, okay, she didn't say your name,
like,
but
so
okay, Lisa.
So she did it. Yeah.
Talk more, Lisa. I don't know, Bronwyn, why you never say I did that. Bronwyn, you dirty for saying I said that I do that. And Bronwyn's like, I never brought you up. Like, you did that on your own, Duro. It was really funny. It definitely is Lisa Barlow, though, right? Like, we can all just, yeah, right? So, don't they go, they play little water sports? And that's when Angie grows up. And then we have the bedroom scene where the OGs, minus Mary, they kind of have a conversation about how they think that Lisa is behind this, and they're gonna confront Lisa. They bring
Can we talk about
Meredith.
my favorite scene in this episode?
Well,
when Whitney is talking to Heather, and then Heather's like, "Go get Meredith."
Yeah.
And in complete silence, Whitney just rolls backwards off the bed.
Was awesome. It's fucking crazy.
She's just sitting there, and she goes, "Okay," and she puts her hands back, and she rolls off. She flips off.
So
the bed.
good. So good. So funny. They get Meredith in, and Meredith's like, well, I think it is Lisa, but I don't know what's true. I don't think Lisa would ever do this. It's like, sometimes I wish Meredith would have her friends back, but also admit the truth.
Yeah. So it comes time for dinner.
Dinner time was crazy.
Angie K and Mary are in the room because Angie K is dying, and right off the bat, they don't even get into the Lisa Barlow stuff because immediately Brittany kind of shits on Mary.
On Mary? No, on
I thought it was Mary. Did she say something poorly about Mary?
Oh, she did.
She did.
Yeah. You're right.
She said something bad about Mary. I don't remember, but it had to do with Mary being in the room with Angie, and then she made some comment about Mary, and then they were all like, "Oh," and Meredith was like, "Don't talk about her like that."
Don't
Heather
talk
was like, "We don't
about
do that.
her
We
like
don't. We don't talk." Heather was like, "We don't talk behind people's backs."
Yeah,
like,
she
yes,
did.
you do.
I was like,
but
you do.
I don't know why. I don't know why they got so pressed when Brittany did it. But then Brittany was like, "I don't talk behind people's backs. I say things to people's faces."
And then Bronwyn's go, okay, what about when you were talking shit about her the other day? Guess what, Lisa? She said that you baby her and you big sister her too much. And guess what, Meredith? She said that you have seizures.
And okay, first of all, that was so funny because Bronwyn has I'm sure been so pissed off with Brittany. Okay, can we talk about the unicorn? Brittany
that fucking unicorn.
A freaking teddy, what do they call it? Build-A-Bear? Like a Build-A-Bear unicorn.
Jared's voice.
And when you press it, it's Jared, and he goes, "Good night, baby. I love you."
It's awful. It's actually awful.
Weird. So Brittany's like a freaking hoe, dude. She is trying.
Remember when last year when NGK was like, and you're sleeping with 10 men, and you have 10 guys.
High body count hair.
High body count hair. You had a bumpa. You had a bumpa. Slutty Brittany.
That's another example of they were talking when they were talking about the whole at Whitney's dinner again. There was some argument, and they were talking about Angie K's hair versus Lisa Barlow's hair, and I think Bronwyn was like, guys. Bronwyn was like, guys, everyone's hair except for Brittany's hair is nice. Please stop fighting.
They shade her to her face, but she doesn't get it. It's awesome. Basically, Meredith didn't like that Brittany was saying that when she gets mad, she goes into a seizure-like state. So Meredith goes, I would
Meredith-
never say that about someone talking about seizures. That's disgusting. My son had a seizure. My child had a seizure. That's disgusting. And then Brittany's like, and there she goes again.
See? There she goes with her seizure.
How dare you? And then she takes her glass, she dumps it on her. Okay, so mind you, right? So Bronwyn's in the middle of them, right? So she dumps her water, and Brittany goes, oh, Meredith, see what I'm saying? And she takes her full glass, throws it directly in Meredith's face, and Meredith said, no, absolutely not. You can leave. And she water bends. So all the water is going straight onto Bronwyn. And the below deck crew is just there, and they're like, my golly, oi vey.
I feel so bad for Bronwyn.
Oh my god.
Meredith and Brittany got like no water on them.
Bronwyn
It was just
has
like all on Bronwyn.
Bronwyn has no. She's drenched. She's having people lie about her criminal past, and she has no cherry on her ice cream sundae. What is going on? Justice for Bronwyn.
And Muzzy is dying. Like running to the tarot cards.
Not proud of you, huh? You whore. You harlot. You're a harlot.
Oh my god.
The waterbending was crazy. Meredith added waterbending to her Instagram bio. It's like Real House of Salt Lake City, mom, wife, waterbender. It's awesome.
Yeah, so that whole thing blows up.
And we thought
then,
the episode ended there.
Right. But no. Because then Heather is like, or no, Whitney. Whitney is like, okay, let's stop arguing and about this stupid thing, and let's talk about what me, Heather, and Meredith talked about. And
Right.
Heather's like, okay, this is the confrontation. And Meredith is like, you can do that without me.
Meredith
Like,
did not want to be involved at all in this.
And Heather low-key leads the charge on this. And I was like, damn.
I haven't
Okay,
seen her
Heather.
lead the charge like since we had receipts proof timeline screenshots. And Jen Shaw gave me a black eye. When I watched that live, I got chills. All those years ago. Heather brings up that Lisa Barlow is the one leaking things to the press, and she does not take this well. Lisa Barlow's like, and I don't know what I did to any of you. I'm calling John. John, the women are mad at me again. John, the women are mad at me.
Yeah,
And
it's
she's
pretty
running
pathetic.
down the
I mean,
stairs.
okay. Here's the thing. If Lisa Barlow genuinely is innocent of leaking things and has, as she claims, never leaked anything or dug up anything on anyone,
Which is just...
then I feel terrible for her. The chances of that being true are very low. And it seems incredibly likely that she does dig things up on people and that she is involved in this Bronwyn thing. And in that case, I do not feel bad for her.
No. Can we talk about when the women are screaming? Like, Heather and Lisa are full on yelling. And Chef Ben walks out and he's like, fuck this. And he just walks away. He's like, I've never seen any of that in my life. And then Mary Cosby and Angie Carey like laying in bed. And Angie's like, do you hear these women? Do you hear these women? These women are crazy.
And then, like, doesn't, like, Heather, like, run into the room with them?
Did you... She
go
does.
into Angie's room?
Did you see when Mary was pooping? And she's like, ugh, feel better now. And then they deliver her food. And she's like, oh, this is it? Where are the rest of the portions?
I did. That was funny. And then there's, like... So, while all this, like, arguing is happening, you have freaking Brittany, who's she, like, goes up to Captain Jason. She's like, Captain Jason, can you show me around the boat, please?
So he basically was
Captain
like, I
Jason's
don't
like,
want to
"Oh,
sleep with you because I'm tired.
I can show you. I can show you a good time. Yeah, like, I can show you a good time.
That's
really."
a good
And then
Captain
Whitney-
Jason. That's a good Captain
And then-
Jason.
And then Whitney goes, like, with the rest of the staff, and she's like, can I just go into the kitchen with
Wasn't
you
that
guys?
awesome though? Whitney was being funny.
Dude, she's
what
so
about
funny.
when
This
they-
is a different Whitney.
We're backtracking, but what about when they're lining up to go on the yacht and he's like, we're gonna make you nice and wet, get you right in the water. Oh, all the way around. Captain Jason's a freak. Captain Jason's freaky.
That was the other way he said it. He was like, yeah, we're gonna get you nice and wet and then get you in the water. He like paused. He was like, we're gonna get you in the water.
That's a good Captain Jason.
And they were all like, oh my god, Captain Jason, you're so masculine.
Well, Captain Jason's only meant for one woman, and that woman is Sue Smay.
Captain Jason, is it okay if I throw up on you?
It's okay, love.
It's okay, love. Take it in the mouth.
Oh,
Basically,
Jesus Christ. What the fuck, dude? Why did you say that?
You know what that reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
Someone eating cake. The baby birding the cake.
Oh.
The episode ends with Lisa Barlow sitting on like the dock, crying on her phone, huddled over. Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
She keeps saying,
dude,
she's gonna
I was ready
leave the
for a
yacht.
freaking shark to come out and eat her, but I saw her in the preview, so she definitely doesn't.
Yeah, I saw her in
leave.
the preview for next week, and I don't think next week looks great because Mary, Cosby, and Meredith are fighting again. Although it is the haunted party. It's the haunted party, and Brittany brings up something about like Seth Marks cheating or something like that.
And then someone throws their like knife out of their head.
Yeah, Meredith.
And who does she almost hit?
Probably,
Is it Whitney or Bronwyn?
Probably. Bronwyn probably almost gets accidentally hit with her luck.
It's like Bronwyn. Like obviously she's been involved in stuff, but every time she isn't involved, she's just constantly like Bronwyn comes out of the room literally sobbing.
Look
from
at this
the
screenshot.
from the thing that happened.
Look at this screenshot.
Like, dude, there's so much water, and it's only going on Bronwyn. Why did they do that?
Bronwyn got no cherry, and she has no... She's drenched. God, this episode was so good. And Salt Lake City is so good, and all of the shows we watch are so good, except OC. But, anyways.
Mid-C.
We will be back next week with a little bit of a pod swap with our friends at the Not Mad About It podcast, where we will be recapping the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 Reunion Part 1. But if you're interested in some Salt Lake City, we will be talking about that over there with them on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So look forward to that. And other than that, until next time. Can we get some Captain Jason to end the episode?
Yeah. Gotta stay nice, close to me, baby. I'll take you to the captain's quarters, and I'll show you a good time.
It's so fucking accurate.
I'll show you a good time.
Brittany, that's so good.